welcome everyone. Welcome to the Three Lattes Podcast. My name is Simon Peter. I love Fruit Loops, okay? They're just basically like the best cereal ever. Everyone has their own opinions about cereal, okay? People like Cocoa Crunch or Honey Stars or what so forth, okay? But your boy likes some good-ass Fruit Loops, all right? So welcome to the podcast. It's great to have you guys here on our very first episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, it's the three of us, okay? Just gonna introduce all of ourselves. I think I already said my name is Simon Peter. Moving on to the next person, he's gonna introduce himself.
All right, guys, my name is Vinod, and my hot take of the day is that Donda is a much better album than Certified Lover Boy. I said it. I said it.
Yeah, dude.
Yes. But yeah, so glad to be here, and we have one more person.
Okay, so my name is Wei Yong, and my hot take for today is today is a good day. Yeah. So
Yeah, today is a good
that's all
day,
for me.
man.
I'm happy to be here. Yeah, let's go.
All right, that's cool. All right, so this is the three of us. It's me, Simon, and Vinod and Wei Yong. We are the Three Lattes. Welcome to the podcast. On today's episode, we are just gonna take it in a way, take it back a little bit and to reflect a little bit on how life really is. We're gonna be talking about how we've been coping with the pandemic. I'm sure everyone is going through a hard time right now, and just hang in there. I believe that these things will soon come to an end, or probably we just have to learn how to live with it. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, so the first question that we have for today's podcast is that how we've been doing ever since the first lockdown in March 20th in Malaysia. So ever since the March of 20th, March not March 20th. I mean March 2020. Okay, last year. Okay, that was when COVID literally just hit Malaysia. So how's it been? How have you guys been doing ever since March 2020? Yeah, last year.
I'll take this first. So March 2020 changed my life a lot. A lot of things changed. How have I been? Let's see. I've been okay, I guess. Like a lot of things have changed. I started studying from home, started taking online classes, and then I started to work from home, which was different. It's very different. And then been trying to cope with a lot of free time in my hand because since everyone's home, it's a lot of free time in my hand, and sometimes we take that for granted. And now it's just more of like trying to find activities to fill my days with. So that's what's been happening for like a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also been trying to find new hobbies, trying to keep myself inspired by like new things, trying to keep myself motivated. So that's that in a nutshell. That's what's been going on with me since the lockdown. And yeah, that's what's been going on with me. How about you, Wei? What has it been like for you since the lockdown?
To be honest, I don't remember. It's been so long.
It's all a blur. It has become a blur. March
Is it last
20th,
year?
2020 and March 2020 has literally become a blur once we step foot
Yeah.
into like 2021.
I don't even know
How
what's
have I been? Yeah, I think at first it's very hard lah. Like because we all had to stay at home, and then everything was a mess.
Yeah.
I can say I was very lazy. I am very lazy.
The laziness does hit, man.
Yeah, and you keep procrastinating. You're not productive. Stay at home. You don't work out or anything. Then stay at home, do your normal usual stuff, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, I think, and also have to adapt to online class, like Vinod said.
Yeah.
Studying online, it's hard. It's hard to stay focused.
Yo, can you imagine with just
Yeah.
us studying online like this? What about those people what about the kids who are literally like in like primary school, kindergarten, or like secondary school? It must be harder for them because for us college people, we at least already have everything like sort of like blended learning, but for them it's all based on books, you see.
Bro, they don't even know how to use a computer yet, but yet they're like taking online classes.
Hey,
So-
who knows?
Okay lah, I think
You know-
can't
you know-
really
you
say
know
that
kids
they don't know how to
nowadays,
use
a lot
computer
of
lah,
them,
huh? They all play all
actually
CS:GO or Dota, LOL lah.
I don't know because when I was in primary, I did not know much about computers, but times has changed. So
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
suppose.
your time, you're a bit. Yeah, I don't say this, but we are old already lah.
we are getting old. Yeah.
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 I mean, as time goes by, yeah. I mean,
how is it-
okay.
Like, why is it going on with you for like the whole year?
I mean,
Actually, it's been 2 years now. Sorry, my bad. It's
2
it's-
years.
Yeah. No lah, 1 year only lah.
bro. It's like okay, we're going on to 2 years.
Okay, it's 2021. We
1
we
year
started. Okay, it's coming to 2 years because
1 year plus.
once we hit March 2022, then that is 2 years.
Yeah, we're going there. So what's it been like for you so far?
I mean, yeah, just like everyone else, it started off just all of us just being at home. And, being at home for a very long period of time seems very weird at first, but I'm sure that all of us have sort of like adapted to it. And to be honest, it gets a little bit demotivating, just like what Wei Yong says. And I'm sure a lot of people out there also can relate to the same thing, that once you're at home and you don't really go out and do things like, shopping, or maybe like just go out for a run, or like go out for a walk, or just doing like outdoor things, you can kind of get very like boggled down, especially when you're just staying at home. This I'm just talking based on like March 2020. And to be honest, I think last year, throughout the year as it ended before it hit 2021, church was the only reason that I actually got out, because I had to go to church to do recordings for worship and the service and so forth.
By the
And
Musician. This guy-
sorry.
By the way, the guy speaking right now, Simon, he's a damn good musician. So,
Thank you, man. Oh man,
Yeah.
my heart, man.
hashtag what?
Certified.
Hashtag. I mean, yeah, and also it's been very demotivating as well because of like college. I mean, all of us, we literally had to do online college. I mean, I started college in August 2019, and once COVID hit, like March 2020, I literally just had only like 2 semesters, like just being.
I had 1 semester only.
Bro, I know it sucks, way. Like
3
I mean college is all about, you're supposed to get exposed to different things, to live the college life and the uni life, So in a way, when that was like taken away from us, or and from many other people as well, I'm sure that was like pretty sad lah, because all of us want to see our friends, all of us want to go out, mama want to supper.
I mean that's the thing. Like we 3 of us were lucky enough to be in the same semester once. So we kind of had like our time, but it's
Yeah.
just that
Yeah.
taken away.
Yeah,
And this is one of the issues that has boggled us because of the pandemic. And then speaking of issues, obviously it's not been an easy time, but we personally have gone through like different problems because of the lockdown, because of the pandemic.
yeah.
So what are the specific issues that you guys have had because of the pandemic?
Damn. I think I'll go first. I mean, yeah, like stating just now, struggling to keep up with motivation is very hard. And most importantly, me as a musician and someone who is quite in the creative area, it's kind of a struggle to stay creative. I mean, I did read up some articles and some posts that people put up on Facebook and so forth, that in these times when you're just stuck at home, it's all the more to be creative. But I guess that goes very differently for certain people. Sometimes being stuck in a rut and not being able to be exposed to more things kind of like hinders with your creativity. But some people do thrive in like that kind of like situation where like they're just at home and they're just in their studio, just in their zone, and they can be as creative as they want to. But I guess for me, it really took a toll on me creatively, because like I started getting very like critical about my own work, and some days like you just don't feel like you want to do anything, like what Wei Yong said just now, like laziness.
Yeah.
You just feel like you just want to like not do anything. Like I would just stay in bed and just be underneath my sheets the whole single
Yeah.
time if I have to, and just scroll social media, but then you can't get away with anything about that, and not only that lah, but I think the issues we face is also like many of us, we cannot travel domestically especially, and I think the more hurtful and hard to swallow part is that we cannot really see our loved ones, those who are like far away from us. Let's say if we are staying in like KL ke, we cannot see our family members in like Johor or like Penang or so forth. You see, even like Singapore, you can like you can actually drive across there, but you cannot go across because it's actually international already.
Bro, forget Singapore, man. I can't even go to Thailand. I want to go to Bangkok and just have some good time, but I can't. So,
Yeah.
Wei Yong, what is it? What are the issues that have been presented on the plate for you because of the pandemic? What's going on?
Yeah, man.
Okay. I think this is for me personally lah. Like, I lack willpower to do stuff. Like, I can plan how much I want to. I can plan.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that.
Oh
But
man,
then,
so
right, when you want
relatable,
to do
man.
time,
You just
then
you're
you
just
just
like,
lie
I'm
down on
out,
bed,
I'm out.
go-
I'm like, I can do tomorrow.
yeah. You can do tomorrow. That procrastination, man. And do tomorrow. Okay, I lie down on bed.
Kicks
never
in,
mind lah,
man. It's like a
still got
drug.
Time, still got time. Because you got time, right? You're at home, you got nothing. You literally like, there's nothing much like you can do, and then so you got time, and then you just distract yourself lah.
Yeah.
And I think another one is also like, I give up quite easily. I think
Mhm.
it's something that I realize, especially when I'm home lah. When I want, like how I say it now, I lack the willpower. I very fast I give up already. Never mind lah, forget about it lah. Okay lah, let this go lah. Never mind, it's okay. Like I wanted to do something like back when I was in KL. I wanted to film some stuff, but in the end I didn't because I procrastinated.
Yeah,
Because I didn't have
procrastination
the
really
will.
hits hard during this time in the pandemic, especially lah. Like
Yeah.
all of us just trying to, we got a lot of plans, but then like a bit hard to initiate them lah. To be honest, because of like
Yeah,
the restrictions and so forth. I
Yeah,
guess,
that's
but
why
Yeah.
you have all the excuses, right? You can say,
Yeah.
outside got COVID lah. You can say, the government don't let us cross interstate lah, inter-district lah. Then we come up with a lot of excuses lah at the end. Like, I come
Yeah,
up with a lot
man.
of excuses in the end. Yeah, so
so
that's one of
true.
the issue I personally experienced. That I personally encounter lah during this
Mhm.
pandemic.
I mean, for me, what you guys said actually hit home. Like procrastinate. Like I've always procrastinated even before the pandemic. So when the
Yeah,
pandemic
okay.
hit, it just got harder to break the pattern of procrastinating because now, like you said, I'm given the excuse, "Oh, we're living in a pandemic." This is
It adds on to it, it fuels the fire.
weird. It feels like I'm not
Yeah.
supposed to do anything, but then I was not doing anything anyway.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the other thing is that just adjusting to the new norms, like my daily life, I can't even think of what my daily life was before the pandemic. Like, do you guys realize that we used to be able to have supper?
Yeah.
Like-
Oh, what is supper? Huh? What is supper?
It blows my mind that there was a time where I could like wake up at 3 a.m. hungry, go to the drive-thru in McDonald's and just get myself like nuggets or whatever. I can do that right now. If I'm hungry after 12, I just have to pray that it goes away because there's nothing I can do. So these are the
Yeah.
small things, and then other things also like, look, I'm not a very athletic person, but I like to do sports. And because of the pandemic, we cannot do a lot of sports.
Yeah, totally, man.
So I've like in this like last year I put on hella weight, bro. I was so happy.
Okay, man. Me too.
I realize that is very contrast, it's based on actually personality, I feel, or like maybe like what your motivations is. Like some people, we all just feel very like crap lah, to be honest, but there are some people like I see on Instagram, they all at their house also, they all Zoom call, they all do Zumba, they all do all these things. I'm like, wow, you all really,
They build different, man.
yeah, they're
Okay.
built different, man.
Again, I have to be outdoors to feel the energy. I cannot stay in a room and exercise because I feel like it beats the purpose of exercising. Because I used to exercise to go out, right? Like
Yeah.
it went hand in hand. So to work out at home and to constantly do it, you get bored and tired like every other thing. So the pandemic, that's one of the things, like my physical health got
Yeah,
worse.
but like they say, adapt,
They say adapt, right? But I tell you, it's very hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard to
a lot of people actually, I think they find it very hard as well, lah. If you do relate to that, do comment down below in the description and so forth. We'd love to hear from you guys.
description, bro. They can comment in the comment box.
Yeah, the comment box, description. I say wrong. Sorry, yeah. Okay lah. Besides that lah, okay. I mean, we face all these issues, but most importantly, okay, at the end of the day, we as humans, okay, how can we overcome, or how did we overcome all these challenge? How about you, Wei Yong? What? Or have we overcome the challenge?
Good question.
Good question.
I think for me is still in the process. Still in I haven't really overcome it yet but still trying to overcome it. I think it's that first step though. Like I remember one of my friend, shout out to my friend, Kai Sheng, he said something like, it's always the first step that is the hardest, but it's the most important thing. Like if we don't do it, we will never start.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Like I remember that day I want to do my assignment, but I was like, I tell myself 11 o'clock I will do. Okay. But then 11 o'clock, I still haven't opened my Microsoft Word yet. So in the end, I didn't start. In the end, I delayed the next day. So it's like, we need to do that one action, right, to start the whole thing. So like maybe for my
there's
case,
some words of wisdom there, man.
Maybe for my case, if I want to film something. Yeah, what was you saying?
I was thinking like, you mean to say like you need a catalyst. Like the moment something is like, it's so hard to start something, to start a task, or like to start an assignment, or to like start like something you want to do. But when you do it, time just flies by. But then it's hard to make that first step because you're so just drained by sitting within like four walls. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that like?
I think it's something close to that, but I think it's just so when we are talking about how I overcome it. So for me, it's just changing my mindset, telling myself that I need to take that first step. I need to do something. I need to make that first step so that I can do it. Because
it's all about the first step, man.
Now, I give up very easily.
Yeah.
I lack the willpower to do stuff, and because I was distracted by my bed, games and other things, Netflix and all. Yeah. So that's how I think I will overcome my challenges. Then there's another one is I have to adjust my priorities. So I have to think like which one is more important. So for now it's studies. So maybe for you it's work. Maybe for some other people it's family or relationship or whatever. So it depends on your priorities. So so that's how I
gotta get it down right, man.
And of course I 100% I haven't overcome it yet, but still trying lah. So what about you, Vinod?
It's a process.
Me. Okay, the brutally honest truth is that I have not overcome these challenges completely. I think the thing you said about how you have to prioritize certain things now, because we cannot give our attention and energy to everything. And relationships for me has taken a personal hit. I'm not talking relationship as in like just a girlfriend, boyfriend, like even like friendships and like
man.
Family. Like I haven't seen my sister for 2 years,
Dang.
That's kind of crazy.
That's long.
2 years, So it's been hard, how I overcame, how I try to overcome these challenges is that, like you said, I had to adjust my priorities. Like right now it's school and work, so I try to keep my relationship with people like at a certain level where it doesn't occupy my time and all that. Certain people say, "Oh, that's just you distancing yourself," but I cannot compartmentalize everything. I have to keep priority to what means most to me. So right now is work and study. So again, yeah, I just think priorities was a big part of it. And then the other thing is just I did little things that kind of helped me. Like I started meditating, guys.
Oh, okay.
Whoa,
Not bad.
Vinod becoming a guru, man. Yo, meditating, man. Gotta get in the zone.
I don't even
Peace.
I don't even know if I'm doing it right. That's the worst part. I'm just sitting here meditating. I don't
So,
know.
okay, I'm gonna just sit down here.
Yeah, I'm just
Gonna
sitting here.
spend the time to meditate. I don't know what it is, but okay.
I don't know. I just sit down there and I try to meditate. Those things have helped me. I try to do some reading. I try to take part in like relaxing activities, and I try to listen to a lot of music because I feel like because you're stuck in four walls,
Yeah.
your thoughts can be very drowning. I
Yeah,
mean,
it
yeah,
can be,
yeah,
man.
definitely.
Can be.
it can drown you. So when you have noise that's like music, to me, music, it kind of cancels out the noise in my. I sound like a crazy person, but it cancels out the noise in my head, so it relaxes me and all that. So just little things, and also mindset was a big thing. I had to start thinking about, oh, I cannot be stuck in this pattern of self-loathing and just saying, oh, I'm in a pandemic, I can't do anything, or
Yeah.
I can't see you, so I can't be friends with you. I have to change my mindset and adapt. It's been hard. I haven't quite really mastered it, but I hope that I get better at it. But yeah, that's the little things that I do try to overcome them. How
Yeah.
about you? What are the things that you have done? Maybe you can share with me as well, because I also don't know what I'm doing actually.
It's all trial and error we
I
can.
see all these things, man, but sometimes I don't even know I'm doing it.
Yeah, I mean, okay lah. Overcoming challenges is definitely a very hard thing to do lah. Huh? It takes willpower and it takes strength lah, mentally, and also I feel, in my personal opinion, spiritually as well lah. Huh? Emotionally also lah. Okay, I mean, to be honest, the one thing I can just say is, and I try to tell this to myself every day also lah. Like, try to not be too hard on yourself and take it slow, one step at a time. But
Yeah.
that can be quite. That can be also used as an excuse also, like literally like.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
So you one day you just say, okay, I'll just take it slow, okay, but then after that the next day, okay, I'll just take it slow but slower, okay.
You take it too slow, yeah.
Yeah. So I guess there has to be like a fine line between like, okay, I need to take it slow, but at the same time I need to know whether I'm having progress as well. You see.
Yep.
So. Yeah, I think that's just one thing, and I feel another way also on how to overcome these challenges is that try to stay connected with like the people that you love, like your friends, your family. I think it helps to have a relationship, like a communication. We as people, we thrive with relationships, and we can't just like stay idle, because when we stay idle, then that beats the purpose of humanity in itself, I feel. I did try exercising at first, but then I failed because
What do you mean you fail? How could you fail exercise?
I mean, okay, I used to hit the gym last time but then now because of the pandemic, then after that I started running, and then after that, like, one day I was just like, okay, maybe not lah. Then some days maybe like, okay, maybe I'll go, but then I'm just like, yeah, maybe not lah. Then eventually it became like, okay, I didn't exercise, but these days what I've been doing is that I'll just go out to just have a walk, to have like a brisk walk.
Yeah.
And lately I've been like into like film photography, so I'll just take my camera out with me, or even just like my regular camera, and I'll just go out and just like snap whatever that's outdoors, just taking in like the quote unquote fresh air. Of course, wear your mask. Okay, it's very important. And I feel just by going out, just doing the simple things like to pump your petrol, or to get your necessities, it's important because it helps you not stay idle. Because if you stay idle, your mind starts to wander here and there. You start to overthink. You start to get too caught up in your own thoughts. That's why I say like communication is very. That's why communications is very important And to have a little bit of movement outdoors, whether it be just walking or so forth. The simplest things it helps. It helps to in these kind of things. Yeah, it does.
Bro,
It does.
What you said is true, because like now we can order food from home, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes every once a week, I try to go out and get takeout because I I feel like I need to let myself go out and just experience the world. Because
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting myself in a room and I'm getting food sent to me. It's a bit surreal to me. I know it's been like 2 years almost, and you're supposed to get used to it. But it's one thing. It's not easy to get used to because you've lived your life the whole time a certain way. So sometimes I do like try to go out just to get takeout, and
Yeah.
I'm excited when it comes to like going to like grocery or something because I feel like that's the one time where I can go out and stuff.
Yeah.
So I look forward to things like that.
Yeah.
Thing, right? Like the pandemic has really showed you that you've taken the little things in life for granted.
Yeah, for granted. Yeah.
True, true, true. That's very
That we
true.
didn't appreciate enough, like the things that we couldn't do now.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, like, guys, even like, do we even like, just like, I feel just by sitting in the car, you order takeout, right? Just you
Yeah.
eat in the car with music on. It's actually quite therapeutic, to be honest.
It's a whole different experience, right?
Yeah, it's a whole different experience. Everyone always say like, oh, don't eat in the car and stuff like that. Yo, try it. just try, okay? If you haven't, just try. Park at a nice spot, turn on some music, get some good food,
Bro, when I
and
went to McDonald's,
just
right,
enjoy.
when I went to McDonald's drive-thru the other day, I could take it back home and eat it in the comfort of my room and my table, but I decided to eat in the car park because I'm so tired of eating at the same table in the
Yeah.
same room every single day. I know it sounds like a very privileged problem to have, but
Mhm.
it really, yeah, like sitting in a car and eating at times like this is a privilege that it's become a privilege, Like that's just very sad to say.
Yeah, I know, man. I understand.
So
Yeah.
obviously the pandemic has changed a lot of things. In terms of the life, like you guys put in your life, like what has actually changed in your life personally from compared to like pre-pandemic to right now? What's different?
Mr. Wei Yong.
Okay. I think pre-pandemic was so long ago. I'm trying to recall what happened. What was it like? Pre-pandemic. I think the biggest difference that our life has changed is the freedom to do whatever we want lah. Like you said, can't go makan at 3 o'clock, 3 a.m. But now we cannot.
Yeah, can't
we
even
want
do
to
small things anymore, man.
Yeah, we want to just go we want to go play sports, also cannot. A lot of things that
Yeah.
we cannot do. So
Yeah.
I think that also has shaped like what we plan, what we want, what's the plan lah. But I think how my life has changed from pre-COVID until now. I think not just pre-COVID, COVID or no COVID, but I think I myself have changed where like I have I think I set myself like priorities that the things that I want to do, and also I'm 19 already. I need to think what I need to do after college and all. So
Yeah, I gotta think ahead, man.
yeah, so
Get
I
plans
need
right.
to be more serious. And before pandemic, I was just trying to study because it was my second sem only that time. Yeah, my second sem
Yeah.
only, the pandemic like started. So I just trying to study lah, good just study, and just that time life was like study, family, sports, and entertainment, and hanging out, all those kind of stuff. So that was like my life before. But now we are already at last sem, me and Vinod, and after this is different stage of our life already. So we have to start being more serious and then think of okay, next time what we're gonna do, next time what job you want to do, you want to go overseas or whatever. So I've become more serious than last time. Like starting to plan what is for future already. So instead of last time I just YOLO and just go have fun only. Yeah, and then
I feel like we're still kind of YOLO in our last.
Yeah, there's still like some part of YOLO in our life, but it's slowly starting to get more serious. And
Yeah.
I think that's for me. And also I think like small stuff like wearing masks, going out, scanning my Jatara, different though now, and then have to be more careful already. Yeah,
Yeah,
have to be
indeed.
more
Everyone stay safe, guys. Come on.
environment conscious. Yeah, something like that lah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you? How about you guys?
Simon.
I mean, okay lah. I used to, like I said, I was a musician, so I used to gig. I used to go to hotels and bars to play, and this is my way of also earning side income lah. Last time, but the other day I was just looking back at like my Instagram stories, and then I was just like looking at all like the different moments that I had. I'm just like, yo, we actually had this time. It's like a totally different like universe, like as if like I went back to like a different dimension. It's really so different now, and like the days of us musicians like literally enjoying just gigging day in day out is like kind of gone, and it sucks. But I mean everything. Sorry.
Is gigging a word?
Yeah, gigging is a word. It's like a slang. It's like in a way it's like busking. Is that busking or like I'm going to perform or something like that, Yeah.
I never
Yeah, gigging. I guess you can look up on the dictionary. It's, I don't know. Okay, maybe it's not in the dictionary. Maybe it's in the Urban Dictionary or something like that. But it's something that everybody always uses. Like the term like I gotta go to a gig. Hey, that's a gig for you. Yeah. I mean but at least now people who actually do gig, like at least they all can do online lah.
Online gig, yeah lor.
Yeah, but online quite hard lah, to be honest, cause
The atmosphere different also, right?
the atmosphere is different. You're playing in front of a camera, and not only that, like you kind of like don't know how much you like will earn. It's a bit harder to earn. It's a bit harder to earn lah from like online gigs, because not everybody wants to like or take the effort to go to their PayPal or go to their bank or to type in your number to pay, or like to at least show support. But at least there's still a platform for them and for us to still gig lah, And not only that lah, like how say, like just now we all say lah, we all cannot go out supper. Last time I used to go out supper quite a lot lah. And then the maskless days, and oh my gosh, with the cinemas reopening now, yeah, I mean cinemas were one of the best things ever for me. It was always such an experience, and I'm kind of happy that it's being open again, but it's a bit scary still, with all of like the Delta variants going about. But like I said everybody just stay safe huh? And yeah, just in general, just being able to go out whenever and wherever we wanted to, man. You want to travel to Pulau Perhentian on a one-day travel? Sure. You want to go on a one-day travel to KL? Sure. Ipoh, go ahead, man. You don't have to go through police or whatever. You can just take the trip down with your friends or even by yourself if you want to just like have a day to just go out and just experience life,
Like, have you changed? Like, has there been something different with you because of the pandemic?
I mean, okay lah. I'm grateful to have my loved ones sort of like there for me. So but I guess because of the pandemic, I didn't really change as much. But I think one thing that I did change is that I started being very critical about my own things, like about my own work and about the things that I do. I kind of like stopped producing music in a way, cause like I just got too critical to my own self, that to the point where I feel it's like very unhealthy, and I can never get anything done. Like I can never finish up a song, or at least a part of a song. So yeah,
like you set yourself like too high a standard.
Probably, or either it's cause like it's just hard to try to do things, I guess, alone. And I've always wanted to collaborate with people, and because of the pandemic, because when the pandemic hit, then it was a bit harder to sort of like bring people to the studio and to record with them and stuff like that. So yeah, that's about it.
For me, I think the Vinod that I knew from before COVID and the Vinod now, there's been a lot of changes. Some, like for instance, I think I've become more focused. I think.
Wow, focus Vinod.
Oh.
Steady.
Bro, people change.
Master of meditation.
People grow, okay? People grow. Like, I think the thing is that people always grow like from time to time, right? But then because of the pandemic, I feel like my growth, like mentally and emotionally, has kind of accelerated. Because when you're spending a lot of time with yourself, you have the time to reflect on yourself and try to tweak little parts of yourself that could do you better. So I think that's one thing that has changed for me, is that I think I'm more focused. I think like I said, I started to weigh my priorities different, and I've been more focused. I think I've been a little bit more goal orientated, not as much as I want to be, but a bit better in terms of managing my goals. And I've been more. I think I've delved into my creative side a bit more, because before.
Oh, that's great.
I think before COVID, because before COVID, like you said, my time was split between work, not work. That it wasn't working. That I had school, I had entertainment, I had my social life and all that. So even though I wanted to be creative, I didn't really have the time to be creative. But then because of like a year plus of just sitting in my own house, my own room, I started to pick up like new hobbies and new interests and new passion. Like this podcast wouldn't have been, a thing if it wasn't the pandemic. Let's be real.
That's true though.
Like pre-pandemic me would never have thought about starting a podcast or anything like that. And now I'm also into like design and art and stuff. These are things I thought I'll never be interested in. But because I had the time to look at a lot of different things in life, I kind of started to appreciate more things. So I think that's one thing that's changed. I've become more of an open person in terms of, appreciating what's in the world and all that.
Yeah.
And I also have a new outlook on the relationships in my life. Like I said, not just the boyfriend girlfriend thing. It's just the friendship and the family relationship. I used to think that I always need a lot of friends, but because of the pandemic, people are not talking to each other as much as they used to, and I started to realize maybe I don't need as much friends.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't need that much friends. Maybe
my opinion is that you just need like just a close circle of friends. Hell, even if you have like one or two friends who are like really close to you, I think that's enough, man.
That's the thing, but I never
because it gets so hard to manage so many friends,
But I never knew that before the pandemic, because I just thought I was having fun. But because of the pandemic,
Yeah, you were out there like just hanging.
YOLO,
out.
man, YOLO.
I'm very socially awkward, but I was still socializing at a decent amount. But because of the pandemic, the socializing thing became like a smaller thing. So some of the friendships I had were cut off. Not because I wanted to, it just kind of just went off. And I realized, well, I actually didn't need that. It didn't serve the purpose. So right now, my outlook on relationship is that, I only have this much time in my life. So if this relationship serves a purpose to me, I'll keep it. If it doesn't, I'm fine without it. So I think that is something I couldn't fathom before the pandemic, but because of the pandemic and being stuck at home and all that, these things have changed within me. So I think personally, I have grown a lot. There's more growing to do, but yeah, the silver lining.
Yeah, there's always room to grow, man.
Yeah, but the silver lining of the pandemic is that my growth has been accelerated. So yeah.
I think for me, I have one more thing to add on. I just thought about it.
Yeah.
I think this not I didn't say, but I feel that I appreciate stuff more now.
Wow.
Because you know that we can still sit here, talk to each other. I have a room. I have PS4. I have everything. I have my phone. I have money. I have food at home. But outside other people it's not the same like right. Like sometimes we see they don't even have money. They don't even have a roof they don't even have a house to stay in, and they're out there staying, and then they are exposing themselves to the virus. So it's like, and also I went to KL, and because I went to KL, I stayed away from my family Then it's starting. At first it was okay because I was doing a lot of stuff. Like I was working. I was mainly working, so I was going out, going to office and all. But then when MCO start, right, then you are stuck in a room again. So it's like suddenly you feel, I miss my amma's cooking. I miss my mom random my mom BTS show playing on TV. I miss. Okay, maybe I don't miss that lah. But then sometimes you miss your mom's nagging or something, and then you miss your mom fetching you around, going everywhere or whatever. So yeah, I think I think because of the pandemic and all makes me like more, I want to appreciate stuff. Of course, we often forget it. Sometimes
that's so
we
true,
will
though.
take things for granted. But it's always good to have it in the back of our head lah. Like we should appreciate what we have now. Yeah, be content with what we have now. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
totally agree, man.
that's the thing that I forgot to add on just now.
You're speaking like a poet, bro.
Yeah, man.
No, it's just something that
I mean,
I learned.
I mean, we can all count ourselves blessed lah, huh? We have a roof on top of our head. We have food to eat. It's quite sad to see so many people actually affected during these times. With many even because of COVID, many dying also. It's very sad lah to see, and despite all of the political things that's happening in Malaysia, at least lah, at least we still have each other lah. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, just to wrap things up, I mean, we just want to assure you guys out there, that we know that times are tough, and we know that it's hard for many of you guys, but we just want to encourage you guys to hang in there. Okay. It's easy to say things most of the time, but just really hang in there. Just like the other day, I was listening from the takeaway table. And Ming Yu was actually basically saying just like I was saying just now, like even though we have such a crappy political situation right now, since like the start of the pandemic until now so many things will happen, and it's so noisy, but at least we Malaysians, we can be united and we are still united. We people are still there for each other. There's still people there to help each other. And I believe that is one thing that's so great about us Malaysians, that we still have the people around us who technically we look out for each other kita jaga kita hashtag okay, and just know it's important to know that you are not alone during these times. It's very easy to get trapped in that mindset. To be honest, just reach out to your loved ones if you can. If you don't have people who are really that close to you, I highly suggest to call up a hotline. Befriend us. They're always willing to pick up the call and to hear you out. My personal opinion, I feel that it's really important to vent out, and it's important to speak, because most of the times we keep everything all bundled up inside of us, and one day it'll just explode. And that explosion could either be very volatile, or it could cost you your life, or it could cost you other people's lives as well. So I strongly encourage everyone to reach out to someone, talk with someone. It doesn't have to be serious talk. It can be just regular chat, regular discussions, regular conversations, And, to be honest, once again, I'm just going to emphasize this one more time, just remember that you're not alone, and do speak up. Don't be afraid to speak up, because people are actually willing to help out. There will be people willing to help out if you speak up. So yeah, and there's so many things going on outside as well, that of people helping out. So yeah, that's about that actually. Yeah. You guys have anything else to say?
I think that was beautifully said. You touched on a lot of things, like obviously the suicide rates have not been good.
Yeah, it hasn't been great. Yeah.
It's
not the best thing to think about.
Yeah, so befriend us. It's a good initiative. If you feel alone, do something. Talk to people. Don't be afraid to reach out. Also, keep things on a positive, on a light note. I know it's hard to just stay in, like I said, stay confined within four walls and just try to maximize your potential. I know it's very hard to do, but it's not impossible. Just try to keep yourself inspired. try to venture out, try to find things that bring you comfort, try to find things that bring you happiness. Try to talk to people, obviously. Keep in touch with your friends, keep in touch with your loved ones, your family, and all that. I hope it gets better, and it will get better. Like, it will get better. Anything, like, yes, there's only, like, times are hard, but like I said, things can only get better. So just keep at it. Like I said, one more time, I'm just going to emphasize again, it's very important to stay inspired. So try to find inspirations in everything you do and everything you see. And yeah, that's what I have to say.
Yeah, well said, man. Well said.
Yeah.
Wei Yong, do you have any last words to say?
I think mine for me is that I think what you guys, that's why we can remind each other that like all of us have a choice. You know, we there's like certain things that we can control and certain things that we can't. Like what the government is doing, we cannot do anything. What the COVID is out there is not in our control, right? So we only can do what we can do. So we all have a choice. We can choose to wake up and be lazy or wake up to be productive. So yeah, it's not gonna be easy, but hang in there. And if you need help, always reach out to your loved ones or people who you trust lah. Yeah, I'm sure they will help you also. Yeah, I think that's all for me. So
well said, man. Well said. Anyways, okay, that's great. That was a great conversation today. We hope that you guys took something out from that, and we hope you guys enjoy just listening to us, just chat. You know, we're gonna come up with more content soon and more things that are life based and more on the lighter side maybe, because currently we're just starting out and wanting to just tackle whatever that we can find that is off season. But anyways, we thank you once again. We just want to thank you guys so much for tuning into to the podcast. Once again, it's me, Simon Peter, and we have Vinod and Wei Yong. You have been tuning in to the Three Lattes Podcast. We'll see you on the next episode. So do take care and stay safe, guys. Take care.
Take care, guys.
all right.
Ciao.